How's it going, everyone? Welcome again. I wasn't going to be doing a watch along, but Kyle can't do the watch along, so I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll do it instead." So here we are, watch along for the Forest game. Got the teams as well. I'll put the teams on in a minute. There's 100 of you here already. Let me hear you in the comments. Let's get into it. Jamie, how you doing, mate? How we doing, Walls? Are we back to a 3-4-3? We'll go over formation in a minute. 4-4-2 Merchants. Larson's going to score 2 today. Let's hope so. And Neil says it's a must win today. Keep that up, guys. Keep the comments up. Keep the interactions up. Hope you're all well after what was a pretty crazy night, to be fair. Last night, didn't expect so many to come in. If I'm honest, obviously, not having a centre back has kind of sort of unsweetened the pot, if you will, because I do feel like that was probably a necessity. But on the whole, I'm pretty happy with it, really. I feel like we've got some luxury players in there with Andre and Forbes, and I feel like there's some areas that definitely needed improving. And it looks like goalkeeper was definitely one of them because Sar's not playing. Andre has took Neto's number 7. That is correct. Nice, Richard. Glad you're here, bud. Great window, he says. Big game today, says Lee. Yeah. Love to see Sam Johnstone getting the start in. Yeah, start. Hopefully gets a clean sheet. Yeah, Wolves with a back 3 also. New goalkeeper. Not too keen, but hoping for a 2-0 win. Yeah, fair enough. So let's go over the lineup. So Johnstone in goal. Is that a surprise to anyone that Johnstone's in goal? I personally think this has been a bit of an issue for a while. I don't think that Sarr has been rubbing up the right way with our technical staff. So there's just something about the fact that he's not playing today. Yes, okay, he shipped 6 goals against Chelsea, but it's just a weird one for me. I feel like this is a deeper matter. There's something about it that doesn't quite smell right. Semedo back in action on that one side, which is great. That's really good. Mosquera keeps his place, and Dawson and Totti line up next to him. Now, everyone's saying, well, that's a back 5. It's actually not. You'd be very surprised. We're playing 2 players in a hybrid role today. 2 players in a hybrid role. So let me explain what that means. So you've got Totti there, right? And you've also got Aït-Nouri. What's going to happen is Totti, when Aït-Nouri's shifting forward, as he often does, the issue has been that he's stayed out of position and then we've been caught on that side. Totti is going to close the gap, okay? And then he's going to be part of a back 4 with Dawson and Mosquera in the middle with Semedo on this one side, okay? Then, in a defensive transition, Aït-Nouri is going to come back, Totti's going to move over, and then we've got 3 centre-backs making a back 5. This is something we should have been doing a long time ago, It's something that we definitely did last season a little bit, but it's definitely something that it works. Aït-Nouri getting forward works because he does that for fun. Totti being on that one side, for me, works because he's also got someone like Dawson keeping everyone in line. You know, this is a smart move for me. And John Stone being in goal seems to be a lot more vocal. And from what I've been told, in his last training regime, was doing really well and hitting some really good numbers in percentiles for ball. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Keeping the ball. So yeah. So that's our back 4, back 5 hybrid system going on there. We've then got João Gomez and Lamina in a midfield 2 with Bellegarde sort of making that a 3 should he need to, and then Cunha moving either into a 10 role behind Strand Larsen or staying on that one side. So there's a lot of things that are happening here. Now, what does this mean? Well, it does mean that we'll stay a little bit more compact with a back 5 in a defensive transition, flooding back into a midfield 3 should we need an extra man, and Strand Larsen just keeping that line on his own. And then when we flop, like all rush forward, keeping that high line, but being aware of our positioning. And what's really interesting about it as well, guys, is Andre's on the bench. Andre's on the bench, and so is Doyle. Now, for me, Andre and Doyle both share a very similar role. So I'm not sure whether we're going to see Andre or Doyle from the bench today. Can't see us playing both. So it's going to be interesting to see what Gary does there. Very, very similar players, but they've both got a very different profile. So everyone's saying, "Oh, he's a replacement for João Gomez." If anything, he's just to give Doyle a kick up the arse if he should have some bad games, because he's basically that style of player. Sits in front of you, back 4, keeps it nice and solidified, and then plays it through the midfield. That sort of player. So it's good to have him on the bench. And then also, we've also got, where is it? Guedes has stayed on the bench as well. Obviously, Ponence has moved on. Guedes has stayed in the team. And I actually think this is a really positive thing as well, because it gives Strand Larsen a little bit of looking over his shoulder at someone who scored 2 goals in his last game. Yes, okay, it's against Burnley, but scoring goals is what you've got to do as a forward. And from what we've seen from Guedes, he did it enough in the pre-season, and he's done it when he's been involved in a contested game against Burnley. So yeah, some really positive, some positive things about that lineup. Some interesting things, obviously, with Sarr missing out, and Ponence not being there. But other than that, really, I'm not massively shocked. I'm happy, honestly, with that lineup. What are you guys thinking? Just go into the comments now. Where are we? How you doing, Steve? Are you good? Surprised to see Breno not starting. He was good versus Burnley. Why isn't Andre starting? I don't think it would be fair to try out Andre, if I'm honest. And who would you take off for him? You wouldn't take off Lamina. You wouldn't take off João Gomez. This is definitely going to be one of those where they keep the cards on the close to the chest, in my opinion.
forward as quickly as possible because it can soon get away of you if you're trying to catch up, as Gary Neal might be feeling at the moment, then it can become difficult. So need to be confident. They've had a good start. They'll be trying to build on it this afternoon against a very tough Wolves team.
Right, got the players in the tunnel, guys. Players are in the tunnel. First 3 points coming. Let's hope so. How are you watching this? I am watching this on a Fire Stick. And I'm not really bothered about telling you because there's no other way to watch it. Is what it is. Surprised Lima's not on the bench. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised Lima's not on the bench. But at the same time, I think I'm quite happy with what Gary's doing. He's slowly introducing these young players. And I think that's what you're going to see from young Murpio as well. I think Murpio is going to all of a sudden start to feature every now and then. And I think that's really good. I think throwing young players in the mix over and over and over and over again only really goes to hurt them in their confidence because it only takes one bad game as a youngster and it can ruin your career. We've seen it with so many of our youngsters in the past. Just try them out every now and then. Just edge them a little bit closer to being ready for these sort of games. Rodrigo Gomez is also good on the wings. Now, that is probably the only thing. Bellegarde instead of Rodrigo Gomez. To be honest, I'm happy for him to prove me wrong. I am. But I don't think Bellegarde is as good as Rodrigo Gomez. I don't think he's as dynamic. Don't think he knows quite as much as what's going on in front of him. I feel like Rodrigo Gomez is just a little bit more switched on. But yeah, if you're just joining us, guys, 300 of you here. That's absolutely awesome. That's the team. Playing a back four in an attacking transition, and then going to a back five in a defensive transition, starting with a midfield two as a pivot, and then that changes to a midfield three. And then we're playing a 10 role for Cunha, but he also switches out wide. So there's a lot going on. Like I said earlier when we started the stream, there's a lot going on in this team. It says on the screen at the moment they're playing a 4-4-1-1. I think that's bollocks personally. I just don't see. I mean, we could be playing a 4-4-1-1, but I just don't see why that really impacts us. I feel like having that extra man in midfield. Forest fans are already starting saying that Morgan Gibbs White left because we're shit. Apparently, I think Morgan Gibbs White left because you offered him more money. I think that's why you left. I don't think he left because we were shit in any capacity. Andre just needs to prove himself with Wolves. And yeah, these are the sort of games he needs to do that, just coming off the bench and making a bit of an impact. Andrew says 2-1. Lima not involved is an indication of our strength and depth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Richard. Yeah, we could see that as a positive, couldn't we? Guedes on the bench, yeah. Take off Bellegarde for Guedes. I actually think Guedes on the bench and then resting Strand Larsen should he get, injured or whatever, and playing Guedes as a 9 is actually a more a better move in my opinion. But anyway, Forest have kicked off. Forest looking dangerous straight away. Mascara getting tight. Doubling up on Wood, I think that was. Morgan Gibbs-White gave lots of chances to show what he could do, but didn't seize the opportunities. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just a bit concerned. My battery's at 2%. So if I go away, I will try and get myself back on. Go on, 8 Nori, finish. Oh, 8 Nori storming forward on the one side. Cunha, beautiful ball to cut their defence in two, and 8 Nori just thinks too much. It's a great run. Yeah, it goes underneath the goalkeeper's legs. It's just crawling into the net, and they manage to kick it away. Honestly, God, guys, that was super close to being a Wolves goal. Goal kick for them. Oh man, that was mental. Oh, it's a corner. It's a corner to Wolves. I thought it was a corner, but then it looked like they were going to kick it away. Dawson tried to head it over from a corner, but it's been cleared into Wolves' half, and it's going to go out harmlessly. Oh, that was interesting. That was an interesting move. Cunha playing a perfect 10 role there. Just need to be careful when we're passing it around. Let's see Johnstone. Johnstone's just touched the ball. That's his first touch in a Wolves shirt. Love to see it. Johnstone on the ball again. Let's see what you can do. If this goes to 1%, by the way, I'll have to switch it over to a different device. So it might not be such a good camera, which would suck, but it is what it is. I should be able to do both. Let me try it now, actually. Particularly under Nuno as well for much of their Premier League tenure, but Neil changed it in pre-season and set on sticking with that style despite the shift in personnel. A little bit of a miscue there, straight out of play by Sangare. The first bit was lovely, a few lovely touches by Sangare, good feet. There we go. Just in case we drop out. Wolf set piece. This is well worked by Nottingham Forest. Start with Morgan Gibbs-White. It's just an Hope you guys can hear me okay. I am.
Yeah, perhaps was intercepted from Mascara and Champion has had to make the foul.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear me, yeah? Good. Wolves seem to be playing okay at the moment.
What his strength is, start to the season. We back in several seasons.
Can you hear me all right, guys? I just had to switch devices because my iPad's about to die. Sorry if you feel a bit sick, me moving my camera around. Bloody hell. I just looked at my iPad and it was on 1%. I was like, what the hell's going on? It's on charge. Never mind. I'm trying to keep in touch with the game at the same time as well. Bloody hell. Having a nightmare here. Yeah, I've sorted that. I've sorted that now. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was a good little chance. That was, wasn't it? It was unfortunate, but at the same time, I just feel like 8-0 took a touch too much. But I like how Wolves are playing. Very fluent, using the midfield really nicely, trying to charge forward. Lost the ball there, Lamina, but retained it quite quickly. Bellegarde should have won a foul there, surely, ref. How was that not a foul originally? Bellegarde got a yellow card, but it looked like he got fouled before that.
He should have had a foul in the build-up to this.
Any live streams? I'm not allowed legally to post live streams, unfortunately, but I'm sure Google is your friend, and try and use Google. So 9 minutes in, guys, on my stream, and Wolves looking probably the most threatening, if I'm honest. But you know, we've seen this story before. It only takes a goal. Mario just put out a free kick to them. Free kick coming from them on the one side. Mario manages to get his head to it. It's good defensive header actually, and now they've got a corner. And he needed to head that because there was two Forest players waiting on the far post to tap it in. But yeah, guys, 460 of you here right now. I apologise that I had to switch devices and that was really unprofessional. But hey, here we are. We're still going. They've scored, guys. They've scored. Chris Wood scored from the corner. Looked really easy. Looked like he literally looked like he lifted about 12 foot higher than any of the Wolves players. Sam Johnston gets absolutely nowhere near it. At least he seems to hang for literally about 7 years. Let me see what happens here. Corner comes in. It's whipped in. No one's on. I mean, not a single gold shirt. Not a single gold shirt. on Chris Wood. Totti and Aït-Nouri completely ball watching Chris Wood not even on the back post. He's literally like in acres of space. He could like have done his weekly shop, gone home, had a bath, dried his whatever is left of his hair, and gone out for a night out on the piss, and then went back onto the football pitch, and he'd still have all that space. That's how much space we were giving him. Absolutely shocking. I don't even know what John Stone was complaining about. It looked like a clean header for me, but it's just that like that bit of just let's just not mess this up. And it seemed to me like Aït-Nouri or Bellegarde's got the ball here. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Oh, get in! What a goal! Holy shit! John Rickner Bellegarde has absolutely rifled it in to the top corner. What a goal!
And this is an absolute wonder strike.
Oh shit! I need to see this again. Comes from a throw-in. Totti throws it in. Strand Larsen does really well to head it down. The ball's then cleared. Lemina puts it forward into Bellegarde. Bellegarde takes one touch and absolutely fucking rockets it into the top corner. And already in this game, guys, 1-1. What a goal by Jean-Nic de Bellegarde. It is an absolute rocket. Their goalkeeper can do fuck all. It doesn't matter if he's 7 foot tall. But Forest are on it again. They're through. Oh my God. Forest went all the way through from a goal kick. Forest are complaining. Mosquera took him down here. Nah, he's been literally on his way down from the moment he touched the bloody box. What a fucking goal by Bellegarde. What an absolute rocket. It's 1-1, lads. Right, we're playing it around the back again. Good little spell from Wolves. Going into the midfield, still using that back four. We're holding a bit of a high line still, though. It goes into Aït-Nouri. Good touch from Aït-Nouri. Lemina loses it in the midfield, tries to retain it again, does an amazing tackle. It goes into Bellegarde. Bellegarde running forward with it, doing really well. But he actually loses the ball. And Forest are coming back again. It's like a fucking basketball match, this is. Alanga puts it into Gibbs White. Gibbs White brings it out wide, carries on his run. We need to keep an eye on. Oh my God! And now Wolves managed to get back on the ball, and it's literally end-to-end stuff. Cunha bursts forward, puts Strand Larsen through, can't quite put him through. Forest come away with the ball, and Totti with a fucking nosebleed has just fouled someone in their half. What even happened? Literally in 2 minutes, they score from a corner. Really well worked from them. We then somehow win the second ball, win the third ball, ends up on Bellegarde's foot, and Bellegarde just rifles it in. And if you didn't think we were going to score many goals from outside the box like we did last season, well, we've already scored one. And Jean-Luc Bellegarde, I mean, they need a new net. He hit it that hard. He absolutely smashed the back of the net. What a goal. Exactly. Just too much chaos. Too much chaos. we can keep our heads now, get ahead, and just start to just think a little bit more of our defensive line, our defensive positioning. Because again, it's exactly a carbon copy of last time. Because oh my god, absolute acres of space on Aït-Nouri's side. Tati gets to it. Oh my god, it's a fucking it's fucking space again. Do you know what I mean? It's an astronaut's wet dream. There's so much space.
Just causes some confusion. The ball and Nico Williams gets free.
So much fucking space. Jesus Christ! It's that side again. Totti completely like out of man's land. Aït-Nouri is so high up their pitch that he needs oxygen. That's John Stones. Good job. Good job. Well done. Really well won in the air by John Stone. John Stone kicks it out straight into the path of Cunha. Does really well. Holds it up. Cunha looks forward. Can't see anyone. Gives it to Aït-Nouri. Back and forward. Back and forward again. Aït-Nouri in the middle. Still retains the ball. Does really well. Cunha's back to Aït-Nouri again. He's fucking to me to you. Chuckle Brothers FC. Goes into Gibbs White. Gibbs White gives it into another Forest player. I can't fucking see. They all look like red blurs because my stream's that shit. It's like 240p YouTube days from back in the day. Alanga puts it in. Dawson away. Strand Larson. Semedo trying to get through his man, but he can't quite do it. Forest retain the ball again. What a game. It's just end to end. It's going to be about 12 goals apiece in this game, I'm telling you. It's going to be like 12-12. Fucking cricket score. Distribution's better from John Stone. I don't know if he has to do better for that corner. I still think it's a defensive absolute nightmare. I mean, the amount of space that they're getting is just fucking criminal. Forest it's literally just staying on the ball, trying to pass it round us, trying to beat our press, and they've done it again and again. It's on this side. Aït-Nouri closing down, help Totti out. He hasn't again, and it's ball in again, over and over again. It's the same fucking shit. It's the same shit over and over again. That side, literally. It's just all Forest on that one side. It's like they've got 12 red shirts and they're all in that one area, and it's just Totti Gomez against the world every single time they go on that one side, because Aït-Nouri is just. I know he's been told to play a little bit further up, but if you're going to play a hybrid system, when it's in a defensive situation, you've got to help out as well. Double up on your man. If you see Totti's absolutely struggling, then you need to defend with him as well. I apologise for that. I apologise for that, Cameron. Sorry, mate.
That was good play from Nottingham Forest there.
604 review here, guys. Hope you're having a good time. I mean, someone said it just, but it is literally like watching the Chelsea game again. It's just going to be like, who scores the most goals? It's like watching Leeds last season. Who scores the most goals? That's who's going to win. Forest playing really well. Forest playing really well. Wolves hanging on for dear life here. Wolves trying to play out from the other side, and it's in from Forest, but over the top of the goal from Wood. But it's too easy again. too easy. It's offside from their point, to be fair. So it wouldn't have counted if Wood did put it in. But the amount of space we're leaving in these defensive situations is just it's literally it needs looking under a microscope. It needs like a scientific discovery, scientific breakthrough on what's going on in our defensive line. There's just so much space. Forest are starting to solid up a bit now as well, and Wolves aren't still. Right, ball over the top. 2 balls over. Mosquera. Nelson Semedo does really well there. Nelson Semedo out to Mario Lemina. Mario Lemina into Cunha. Loads of space forward for him. He's not got much money options though. He does find João Gomez. João Gomez has found Bellegarde on the one side. He thinks about going forward, but he doesn't. And it's going to go all the way back here. And it has. It's gone all the way back. Dawson on the ball in the centre circle. By the way, that's how high our fucking line is. Nouri takes a few touches, goes all the way back to Dawson. Dawson thinks about it, does a diagonal ball all the way to Semedo. Managed to control it really nicely. Wolves playing a little bit of possession football here, which is nice to see, but fuck me, is it going to lead to anything? Who knows? Dawson in his own area now, so is Totti Gomez. I mean, these literally, what is going on? If we lose the ball, in that attacking scenario there was only there was no one. There was literally no one in our own half other than Johnstone. There was no one there. Holy. Right, we've got a free kick here. Cunha is stepping up for it. I thought Cunha did really well against Chelsea when he was doing. He's left it for Nouri. Nouri whips it in with his left. It's cleared out by Forest. Wolves retain possession. Mosquera to Semedo. Semedo tries to put it out wide. Manages to do so. Back to Semedo again. Defensive line cutting back a little bit now, which is fucking great because I don't think my tiny 33-year-old heart can take how we're trying to play at the moment, scaring the living daylights out of me. João Gomez, oh my God, what a lovely bit of skill. But no one's really looking for the ball. But Nouri's in like a 10 roll. So is Cunha. We're playing 2 10 rolls. Cunha hits it, goes slightly wide. My God, I don't even know what system we're even playing at the moment. The players are absolutely all over the place. It's just you do whatever you want football. Do you know what I mean? Like, go wherever you want, do whatever you want football. Fucking mental. Literally, what Ponce de Leon says here, 100%. We are playing a extremely hybrid system. I've not seen us play this much of a hybrid system before, and some of the players do not have the intelligence. They don't. You're right. Oh, Christ, this could be a bit of an embarrassing scoreline. It could be, a really high stakes draw, like a big 5-5 or some shit. Like it really could. Oh God. Coming together as well. The free kick, which Perillo is sizing up. All right, so Forest playing the ball forward. They had a set piece, but it's gone harmlessly wide. Chris Wood loves scoring against Wolves, doesn't he? So this was the opening goal. Just clearing up the fact that Alanga was onside.
Just see how that affected Sam Johnson, though, couldn't you? And this is just a truly wonderful.
Watching the Jean-Ritter Bellegarde goal. Bosh. What a goal that is.
Wonderful effort for Wolves. Well, they're holding up at 1-1. Here they can now try to turn it.
Wolves trying to turn the screw a little bit now. Wolves trying to press a little bit more. Forest win a free kick in their own half.
Just leaves on a little bit late on Aina.
Can hear the Wolves fans singing Gary O'Neill's Barmy Army, which is great. Let me know what you guys think so far. We're 26 minutes in. It's a bit of a manic game, I'll be honest. If it carries on like this, we're going to be in a world of trouble because it doesn't really look like we've been training much in this hybrid system at all. This looks like it's a bit of a throw shit at the wall and see what sticks situation at the moment. Dawson's lost the ball. Forest coming at us. We're back into a back five at this situation, which is lovely to see. In a defensive situation, finally, Aitnor is in a defensive situation. And you can just see that Forest are struggling now to get through that one side. Which is fantastic, because fuck me. How's it going, Harry? Wolves playing some scary football. Let me just tell you that. Like trying to press, completely losing the press at some points. Literally just like completely not being able to press the team. And then it's just all fucking guns blazing on for Forest on that one side. And I think we've sorted it out now because Aitnor seems to be in a better situation now to help out Totti. Totti's having another nosebleed though because Totti's literally running into the box. Totti running into the box. Strand Larsen puts it down. Finds someone. Oh, and then fucking Joe Gomez with the softest volley you've ever seen in your entire life. Totti Gomez literally has made a run there like a winger to make some space for Strand Larsen to get onto the ball. Strand Larsen controls it really well, manages to find João Gomez. João Gomez literally hits it like a wet fart, just like a. Totti Gomez again wins the ball. Totti Gomez at the moment playing like a fucking. I don't even know. Totti Gomez, like, does he know where he's playing on the pitch? I don't know. He's scaring the living daylights out of me. Whatever he's doing, Christ. Aitnor, he's lost the ball. Aitnor, please get into the left again. If we're going back to a defensive situation, think about what you've got to do. Lamina wins it. Does really, really well, actually. Takes a second off the ball. Picks a great pass. Wolves charging at Forest here. There's a load of players to pick from. Loads of players to pick from. Come on. Do something with this. Ball's gone out. Wolves throwing.
29 years since I've been in Forest. Last played the first 3 top division games of the season unbeaten.
Holy shit, guys.
It's like a snap out of 5 match losing rather than back.
All right, here we go. So Dawson on the ball. Mascara lost the ball. And Forest have a free kick.
Yeah, Elliot Anderson has been excellent so far in this game. Spoke about adding a different dimension.
And it is a horrible tackle, to be honest. He probably should get booked for that Mascara. He's just absolutely took down that Forest player like an axe to a tree. Chopped him down like he's fucking firewood. Barry from Cornwall says, "Come on, Wolves. You can do this. You can do it again." I tell you what, I admire the tenacity in that we're trying to win the ball. We've won the ball actually here. Joe Gomez trying to find someone, but Forest have defended really well. I'll be honest. Since going 1-1, they've really shut up ship, and Wolves can't find a way through. That's a shit ball. Lost the ball here, and Forest coming forward. Managed to find shape again, Wolves, but they're charging through us again, and we've fouled someone again. João Gomez is going to get a yellow card, surely here. Yeah, he has, because that's all that Wolves can do. Wolves just literally losing the ball, Forest charging at us, and we're just fouling them to stop them from coming at us. It's like we shit ourselves every time there was someone with a red shirt on the ball. It's like, how can we foul them quicker to stop them from coming at us? Because we're a defensive shambles. It's like literally. Christ me, man. I could see a red card in this game all day long. All day long. Is this the season we finally see the real Guedes? We've already seen the real Guedes against Burnley. That's the real Guedes. That's what we were promised. Someone who can break the lines and score goals for fun. I think the problem was that we didn't show him the real Wolves. We didn't show him what was promised. Fucking George Mendes. Johnston has just saved a free kick from Gibbs White. Gibbs White. I'm going to see how good this is of a save, because it looked like it was in the air for about 3 weeks. I'll tell you what, that's an absolutely fucking awesome save by Johnstone. Gibbs White's tried to give him the eyes here, and Johnstone's just like, I know exactly what you're trying to do, you little bastard. He's tried to chip it into the top corner. Johnstone's done really well there, picking it out of the corner like that. Alanga with a corner. It's gone in. Forest player first to it. It's gone back out wide again. Forest doing really well to recycle the ball, but it's harmlessly over by Alanga and goes out for a call. I think it's a goal kick. Yeah, goal kick.
He just blocks Semedo into that back post, allowing that bit of space for Alanga.
Actually goes all the way out for a throw-in. Tell you what, that save from Johnstone was an absolute peach. It looked a lot easier than it was at first glance. If you look at it again, Strand Larsen's fouled Gibbs White. Gibbs White's got a free kick. Gibbs White's still on his arse. That's a dive, ref. Fuck me. Morgan Gobshite. Let's get some passion behind them. What is the matter with them? With every time we buy someone, they go to be daft. Wolves out with the first chance from Forest from their free kick. Forest do really well to keep the ball though. They're really doing well to recycle the ball and try something different. And Wolves aren't doing that really. When we lose the ball, it's in. That's handball, ref. Thank you. Jesus Christ, this referee just it's like fucking flipping a coin every time there's a situation. Do you know what I mean? And it's a two-sided coin, and both sides have got a fucking tree on. Jesus Christ, ref. And he's fucking smirking about it. I'd be smirking as well if my job was basically to not do my job but still get paid for it. I'd be fucking smirking as well. What a life. Ball goes in. Strand Larsen, good touch, does quite well, but Forest do really well to defend again. Since they've gone down to be 1-1, they've defended so well. And every time Wolves win the ball, they can't find any way through to Forest, and Forest do really, really good as well on the ball. Actually, Wolves have won from a high press. Ait-Nouri charging forward. Cunha, unlucky, couldn't go all the way through. Tries to do too much himself, really, there. Needed to... good ball from Lamina to find Ait-Nouri, but Ait-Nouri does the sensible thing. Let's keep the ball, lads. Let's keep some pressure. Right, here we go. Gets the ball out to Semedo. Semedo looking forward. Goes all the way back again.
It's a little more familiar.
Dawson into Totti. Ait-Nouri. All the way back to Dawson. Takes a few touches. Ait-Nouri into Johnstone. Johnstone gives it a kick up the field. Does really well, actually. Finds Bellegarde. Bellegarde, this is quite good from Wolves. Held the ball for quite some time now, and there's a ball going over. Totti tries to get to the ball, tries to stay up on his feet, but someone's literally just held him down, and they've won a free kick because Cunha's just bungled someone over. I didn't literally look at the fact that that Totti was being held. Won the ball up high here. Strand Larsen does really well. Cunha tries to do too much again, and the ball is back with Forest, and that attacking situation has just gone to shit again. And Forest finding the ball really well around the pitch. Forest just seem to be a little bit more at it. Chris Wood. Dawson tries to clear it. Gibbs White makes it really difficult. Goes out for a Forest throw. Forest throwing it. Wolves camped out at the moment. I'd like them to actually contain a back five in these sort of situations, to be honest. Ball over. Johnstone gets rid of it. Cunha, Strand Larsen linking up well, but both lose the fucking ball. And I don't really get how that's a foul for Wolves, to be honest. Again, another flip of the coin, but this time it lands on a Wolves head. I don't see how that's a foul. I'm a Wolves fan. I've got a Wolves shirt on. Literally, two Wolves players collide with one another, and the ref blows the whistle and gives a Forest a Forest foul. Literally, both of them collide with one another. Their number 6 does feck all, and we've got a free kick. Cunha running forward does really well to turn, and that is a foul. And Cunha does really well there. Actually, their number 6, Sangare, has got a yellow card. Cunha's back up on his feet, and we've got a free kick in a dangerous area here. That is where we need Neves, man. Fucking hell.
Shooting distance.
All right, Wolves with a decent chance here to try and get a goal before half time, because I tell you what, Forest, in my opinion, have been the better side. They seem to be gelling a lot better, moving the ball a lot better. Wolves seem to be sort of 6s and 7s when Forest have got the ball, and then when Wolves have got the ball, Forest defend really well, true, but Wolves just don't seem to know what to do with the ball. They seem to do too much. Lose the ball, goes back to Forest, and then recycles back to whatever we've been used to for the rest of the whole game. Free kick goes to nowhere, by the way. Tries to put it out wide to Lamina. Lamina's got to do quite a lot, really. It manages to get it back over across the face of goal, but it basically aims at no one. Goes out for a throw-in. Wolves have got a throw-in. Semedo with the ball in his hands.
He has a number of leaders that he can lead on. Lamina was such a popular player last season.
And it goes all the way back to our defensive unit.
Addition of Andre as well.
Dawson passes it over to Aït-Nouri, and Aït-Nouri just got elbowed in the fucking face. How's that not a foul?
Yeah, lovely touch away as well.
Was that not an elbow to the face? Or was that just like something I just didn't see? Might have been an angle thing that. All right, we've got another free kick. So it was an elbow to the face, but we'll ignore the fact that that was a nasty move and not give them a yellow card. Aït-Nouri rolls it over to Cunha. Cunha takes one touch, puts it into a dangerous area. Good cross, actually. Goes out for a throw-in. Throw-in to Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri to Cunha. Honestly, they are literally the Chuckle Brothers today. Aït-Nouri trying to be tricky, trying to get past the defence, just can't do it. Heads it to Semedo. Semedo into a dangerous area. Dawson tries to do something with it, doesn't, and it goes to their goalkeeper. Forest tried to move pretty quickly, which is what I would have done as well, because our defenders are just turning into attackers. I just don't understand what's going on. But Wolves have actually won the ball for once. Wolves going all the way back again, but I tell you what, that was a nice bit of play from Wolves to win the ball there, and actually have done really well to maintain the ball. Lemina's made a great run if they can find him. Cunha can't quite get it out of his feet, and it goes out for a goal kick to them. But I tell you what, this is what Wolves need to start doing more of. Cunha's got to do better there. Tries to hit it as he's losing his balance and completely slices it out wide. I don't even know what Cunha's doing, to be honest. He had a lot more time on the ball than he thought he did there. But I digress. It's nice to see us actually doing something in an attacking third. This referee, by the way, is completely losing the game. That was definitely a foul for Forest. Completely didn't blow the whistle. Semedo's come away with it. Awful pass into Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri loses the ball. Fantastic pass from Gibbs-White to play it out wide. Mosquera needs to close him down. He does really well, actually. Dawson and Mosquera do really well closing it down, but Forest have still got the ball, passing it around for fun. Gibbs-White does really, really well again in a defensive. Strand Larsen coming back there, clears the ball lovely with his head. Semedo all the way back. And this is one of those games, guys. I'll be honest. I don't even know what Wolves are trying to do. Like, every single time something happens, I can't even understand what's going on. Like, players are all over the fucking shop. Like, Totti Gomez is currently next to Aït-Nouri. What the fuck's going on? We've been saying over and over and over that left side is going to be a bastard. So let's play Aït-Nouri and Totti Gomez in the same team. And Dawson, in that to make that a little bit more solidified. And they're both still playing so high up the pitch. They've both got nosebleeds. They've lost the ball here, Wolves. Done really well to maintain it, but it goes back for a free kick. Totti Gomez gets a yellow. I don't know what we're trying to do, lads. It's fucking. Someone said it earlier. Suicide football. I don't know what we're trying to do. We're trying to attack to some levels where it leaves us so open at the back.
Just be where he is, and as he does that, inadvertently the ball hits him. It's never a penalty. Good decision from VAR. And indeed, from Simon Hickory was put to wave it away at the time. Strand Larsen On duty in his own penalty area, though.
Totty, your yellow card. There's 3 yellow cards out now for Wolves players, by the way. 3 yellow cards. Bellegarde's got one. João Gomez has got one. And Totti Gomez has got one. They want to bring one Rodrigo Gomez to make it fucking 3 Gomez's with yellow cards. Goodness gracious me.
A couple of minutes of added time at the end of this first half. Almost halfway through that.
Mascara to Lamina. Lamina playing as a left back at the moment. Totti Gomez still playing as a left winger, who actually does get the ball here. Dreadful touch. Still maintains the ball though, and it goes out for a fucking free kick to them. I thought he actually won the ball, to be honest, but Totti Gomez could go here. I don't think it's even a foul. Gets the ball. Mate, this needs talking about. Simon Hooper is having a fucking mare. Simon Hooper is having a fucking mare today, guys. This fucker is literally. It's flip the coin. It's flip the coin decisions. He may as well be playing rock paper scissors with his own brain. Do you know what I mean? He's just coming up with. He's just coming up with decisions out of his arse. He's just picking them out his arse. What a wild half of football from Wolves today. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what's going on.
Cells will clear it away. This would be in the air by Mascara.
It's half time, lads. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I don't know what the fuck Wolves are doing in that half of football. They're all over the shop. They are all over the shop. Gary needs to get their heads together and go, look, where are you going? What are you doing? If we're going to play a hybrid football, then in an attacking sense, you need to be here. And in a defensive sense, you need to be here. You can't both go up the pitch. Totti Gomez and fucking Ait-Nouri, both on that one side, the only people that are going to be defending that one weak side for Wolves, and both of them are up the pitch. If I swear to God, if Gary O'Neill is telling them to play like that, we need a new manager because we ain't going to survive. If he's telling them to just, I don't even know. There's no control in the game whatsoever. This is a game for Andre. This is actually a game that Andre would thrive in. And I'd take off João Gomez for Andre. Because he's got a yellow and it just seems to me, right, that in this game, no one has got control. The referee's got no control. You know, Wolves have got absolutely no control whatsoever. I think Forest should be winning this game. I think that Forest should be winning this game because they just seem to know what they're doing, and it just seems to me in this game, in that first half, Wolves were literally just gambling too much. It's like, what are you doing? You're away from home. We need a win. We need at least a point. And we're just gambling far too much. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're in a casino on payday. Gambling far too much. Fucking hell. Scary stuff, man. If you're at home, you can do these like manoeuvres of moving players further forward and, you know, trying to overwhelm the opposition on one side. But I'm sorry, you cannot do that away when it looks like Forest as well are very good on the ball. If we were playing a team that were doing something similar and just throwing players forward and hoping for the best, then fair play. But I tell you what, Forest seem really composed when they're on the ball and they're moving the ball around really nicely. Wolves are either doing far too much and losing the ball, or the ball's just not sticking to players and they're trying to take several touches to try and control the ball. It's just a fucking nightmare, to be honest. An absolute nightmare of a half for Wolves. I can tell what we're trying to do, but I just don't think we're against an opposition that's going to let us do it. Jesus Christ, man. I know that Gary was brought in to play some exciting attacking football, but this is like watching Leeds when Bielsa was in charge of them, and you were just like thinking, you know, who's going to score the most goals? I'll tell you what. Let me go through the goals for you guys. So, first of all, they score from a corner, and I'm not going to lie. Chris Wood has just so much space. It's insane. Do you know what I mean? He's essentially got the fucking solar system. He's got the whole galaxy. And I'm just so confused. How much space they were giving Chris Wood for that corner. Chris Wood he just seems to tower over everybody. And it's a soft header. And in fairness, I've watched it back, and there's a very slight deflection that I think just takes it away from John Stone because he's actually going the right way. I don't still think he gets to it though, because Chris Wood's had all the time in the world to think about where he's going to place the ball. You know what I mean? He's had that much time. You know, he's had time to think about what he's having for tea later on. Do you know what I mean? And what he's going to have for breakfast tomorrow morning. That's how much time he's had to think. It's just a ridiculously criminal bit of defending from Wolves for that first corner. And then after that, I mean, Wolves do really well. Manage to win the ball. I think it's like the good thing about this move is that Wolves have pressed Forest into a situation where they've given the ball away. And Bellegarde's not even really thought two seconds about what he's going to do with it. And he's just rifled the ball so hard into the corner. It's a fantastic finish. And it's 1-1. And then you think, from the Wolves' perspective, you start to push the gas now. Because it's the pressure's on them because they're at home. But it's the complete fucking opposite. It's the complete opposite. They start coming at us, moving the ball really nicely. And defensively, I mean, on that left side, we were so open. It was unreal. Open like a 24-hour McDonald's. Do you know what I mean? Like fully just open, ready to be feasted on. Shocking. And then that leads obviously to us just, I don't even know what we're doing. Like in a defensive shape, I thought we'd be playing a back five. And it seems like Aitnor is trying to get back every now and then to shape it to make it a back five. But he's so high up the pitch sometimes that he just can't. And then Toti Gomez is having an absolute mare. against like the likes of Alanga or anyone on that other side. And then to make matters even worse, you'd think from going from shipping 3 fucking goals against Chelsea on that left side, you'd think Wolves would be like, right, let's fucking make sure that left side is just non-existent for them. And Totti Gomez at times, I'm not joking, he's literally near the corner flag in the opposite direction with none other than Ait Nouri next to him. When someone said suicide football earlier, that's the definition of suicide football. The absolute definition. If you're going to have someone to fill in an area when you go forward, I understand that. But when both of them are moving up the pitch, I don't know what's going on there. And if that's an instruction from Gary O'Neill, mate, that is insane. That is insane football. I'm not satisfied with that half of football. I'm sorry. Even if it was the fact that Forest have done really well and should probably deserve to be ahead, but you still think, oh, you know what? Wolves have stayed back and looked pretty solid and made it hard for them. We've not even done that. We've made it look really easy for them, and then look like headless chickens going forward. I don't see the gap. I actually, for the first time in a long time, for a side that's run by Gary O'Neill, I don't see the game plan. I don't. Who's playing 10? Who's playing on the wing? Who's in the back 4? And who's playing on the left? In the back, if you go into a back 5, what is going on? Because if we don't know, and we're watching from a bird's eye perspective, or like an isometric bird's eye perspective, what are the lads thinking on the pitch? This second half needs changing. We need to start to think a little bit less about this hybrid system that has just caused carnage. And just, oh my God, man. Exactly. Ponce de Leon has absolutely hit the nail on the head here. You cannot build a dream on a foundation of sand. You need to be solid and defensively build. And Wolves haven't done that. Wolves haven't done that at all. They've tried to literally move forward without any defensive stability. I am a little bit concerned. I was concerned for the Chelsea game because I thought, but then I thought, you know what, it's Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? But this is some scary stuff. Jesus Christ. I mean, Fosun have started coughing up money recently, mate. They're going to have to start coughing up money for more wings in the New Cross Hospital to keep everyone from fucking having an heart attack. Opponent's not on the bench. He's moving to Saudi Arabia, mate. So I might be probably following, I think. What do we think of John Stone's first minutes in a Wolves shirt? I think he's looked pretty good on the ball. His ball distribution looks pretty good. He had a few times where he found the man. He hasn't had to, put the ball into Rose or anything. He's looked pretty composed. And he's made a really good save from that Morgan Gibbs-White free kick that was literally creeping in that top corner. Tried to catch him off guard, and Johnston's just gone, you know what, I know what you're trying to do, you little bastard, and managed to claw it out of the corner. Really good save. It'll be interesting to see if Gary makes any changes, because for me, yeah, there you go, Bren. I've just read your mind, son. I would probably bring on Andre or Doyle in the midfield to get a little bit more control, because at the moment, Mario and João Gomez are essentially doing the same thing over and over again, trying to win the ball high, which is fair, I get it. But when they're actually on the ball, there's no they're looking forward and no one's there. So then they're having to come back again and trying to build. And then they're literally just a solid wall then. And then we're trying to break through them again. So I'd definitely bring on a midfielder that's going to give us a little bit more control. Andre can definitely do that. And Doyle can definitely do that. Bellegarde did an amazing job to score, but not really done much else since. That's what I thought as well, considering that Zhao picked up a yellow card. The way that Zhao plays, you can't afford to have Zhao on a yellow card so early either. So, yeah. Gomez come on down the wing. Yeah, I think Rodrigo Gomez for Bellegarde would be a good shout. There's Andrew reading my mind as always. You guys, you know what I mean. You guys know who it is. Wolves just coming out for the second half now, and I hope that Gary's just said to him, "Look, stay in shape for the fucking. I want to see Totti's heat map, because that guy. I mean, I've seen him further towards their corner flag than ours. I'm not convinced on this hybrid system. It's looked fucking shaky as hell, hasn't it, man? I mean, there's been so many times where I've literally seen Nori, Bellegarde, and Cunha all in the centre trying to play a 10 role, and them all just literally going, what, what are you here? What are you doing? Totti on the ball doesn't look too bad. Why he's so far up the pitch when you've got Nori there as well, that is a different scenario altogether. Because I am a pro Totti. I really like him. I think he's great. But what in the actual shit? All right, second half's kicked off, guys. Playing it around the back as always. We love to do it. We love to see it. It's Wolves FC. Johnstone kicked it up the pitch towards Nori. Wolves managed to get it back with Cunha. Dawson plays a diagonal pass out towards Bellegarde. Bellegarde can't quite get there though. Forest clearing up the pitch. Semedo tries to win the ball, manages to do so, but then loses out, and then it's a throw-in to them.
Really interesting.
You can't go against your manager, though, mate. If your manager's telling you to play a certain way, you play a certain way. You can't go against the mould, otherwise they won't play you. All right, Cunha trying to win the ball up high. Nori fouled again. Mate, is it literally our game plan just to foul them when they're in possession? Jesus Christ, man. Every single time, it's just, if they pick up the ball, lads, foul them. Ball over the top. And Semedo does really well. Forest throwing. Throws it out. Semedo tries to win it again, gets out muscled, and then I'll tell you what, Joe Gomez does really well there. Tackles the player, and the ball's gone out for a Wolves throw-in. That's a cracking tackle from Joe. And that's what Joe can give you, to be fair. He can break up the play really nicely. I just think in that first half, he was too rash. I think all of them were, though. I think all of them were too rash. Cunha's done really well there to find Ait-Nouri. Ait-Nouri back and forward with Totti. Craig Dawson's decided he wants to also be a winger. And he's then decided that that's a terrible idea, and it's gone all the way back to Mosquera, who has hoofed it up the pitch towards Strand Larsen. Strand Larsen controls it really well. Down to Semedo. Semedo into João Gomez. It goes all the way back again. And Forest are just watching at this point, trying to wait for us to make a mistake, because, of course, that is how you play Wolves. You wait for them to inevitably make a mistake and then pounce upon us like a cat. Mosquera all the way back to the goalie. Goalie kicks it long. I do like John Stone, how he's distributed the ball so far. It's worlds apart, to be honest, from a perspective of how I've seen Sarr play. He never kicks it long. He always settles to kick the ball short every time. And I do get to some degree why, but sometimes, oh my God, when you're under pressure, just get rid of it. 992 of you watching right now. Absolutely awesome. João Gomez down in a heap here and looking like he's in a bit of pain with his knee. Hudson-Odoi and João Gomez went for the same ball. It's a nasty collision. That is. It might be a sub. This. He looks in a world of pain. Yeah. Sorry, Molly. The score's still 1-1, and we've just broke 1,000 people watching. Love that, guys. Get involved in the comments, man. Get involved in the comments. What did you think from that first half from Wolves, and what do you want to see in the second? That's my question to you right now. What do you want to see in the second half? For me, I want to see us actually maintain the ball a little bit better, not play so rash, not tackle when you know we don't need to, not pick up stupid yellow cards. Morgan Gibbs-White, man. Why don't you just piss off? Do you know what I mean? Just leave Joe to get up on his own. Why do you got to get your stupid, ugly ass, cauliflower ear fucking head in the way? Bellegarde, mate, what a goal that was, by the way. Joe Gomez might start carry on with this game. It looked like a nasty knock on his knee. John Stone, though, like I said, just what I've liked about in the second half so far, he's not afraid to play it long. Because you know what? Sometimes when you've got someone like Jurgen Strand Larsen, it is the right thing to do. Oh God, Wolves have been caught out here though, and he's offside. Chris Wood's offside, and Wolves can build again. Joe Gomez back on the pitch. Doesn't look to be limping, which is good. But yeah, 1,016 of you here. Do us a massive favour, guys. There's only 4 of you liked. Four people have liked the video so far out of 1,017 people. Please do me a big favour. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're on YouTube. If you're on various socials, make sure you're following and liking us as well. Do us a big old favour. And thanks for choosing us for your watch along as well. I know some of the other lads from the other Wolves channels are doing the same thing. So it means a massive deal that you've chosen us over those guys. That's a really massive plus. Another foul from fucking Joe Gomez again. Limping here now. He's limping. He needs to come off. Joe Gomez needs to come off. These fouls sometimes are so rash. Don't think he's quite. I don't think that. I think that knee injury might be a little bit more, to be honest. All right, here we go. Cunha's done awful there, maintaining the ball, and again, fucking Ait-Nouri, stop fouling, for fuck's sake. Mario Lemina's now got a yellow card. Someone's going to be sent off in this. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. Someone's going to get sent off, guys. I'm telling you now. I can see it. I can see it happening. The referee's had a mare, by the way. He literally from minute 1, the referee's had an absolute mare for both teams, by the way. Not just against us, but also against Forest as well. Literally, what in the actual shit is he doing? He did really well there to win the ball. We've won the ball again, though. Cunha charging forward. He's absolutely done that bloke. Go on, put it in. Put it in. Oh, we've hit the post. And this gone out for a free kick anyway. Let me see what happens here, because this is fucking wild from Cunha. He's out wide. He cuts in. He's done really well to get into shape. He actually does really well to play the ball around Danilo. It's not Danilo. I don't know who it is. Williams does well, though, to recover for them. Jurgen Strand-Larsen tries to put it into basically an empty net, but the referee's already... Is it me, or does Simon Hooper have what the Joker has in the recent Joker movies, where he can't stop fucking smiling? What are you smiling at? Sells is literally on the floor in a heap, and Simon Hooper's just looking at him, smiling like he's opening his fucking Christmas presents and he's his kid. You know what I mean? Like, what are you smiling at? It's not a penalty, by the way. I don't know why the commentary are trying to ramp it up like that's a pen. It's not a penalty at all. Cunha does a little bit too much again, but I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to make some room to find Strand-Larsen, because again, Forest defend really well, and they've been doing that pretty much the whole game. So it's going to take something special to beat Forest. Forest are on the ball here. Wolves 6s and 7s. That might be a penalty. If it's not a penalty, it might be a goal. It's not either. Strand-Larsen does well to come back and help out, but fucking hell, Wolves defending it's literally like their lives depend on it, which is fantastic to see. But at the same time, what in the fucking shit is going on? Oh my God, I thought that was in. Guys. Anderson finds some space. And Anderson, is this a good save from Johnstone? Morgan Gibbs-White inside, great pass from Morgan Gibbs-White. It's got to be said. I think Mascara just does enough to put it over these bar. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. He's literally just run into trouble. Nah. And we've got a substitution from Forest. I think Wolves need to make a sub as well. We need more control in this game because at the moment it's literally like, you play Marble Madness as a kid. It's literally like Marble Madness. It's like you literally throwing a silver ball and you're tapping a bunch of buttons and just watching absolute madness unfold before your very eyes. No control whatsoever. John Stone does really well there. Manages to get a good hand to it from a corner from Forest, and he actually does really well to get a big hand up. And Forest have got a throw in. Looks like they're going to do a long throw as well, which has hurt Wolves in the past on the bounces. Big throw coming in. Wolves don't do anything with it the first one, but then we do manage to get it away eventually. But that's not a great clearance from Dawson. Anthony Elanga does really well. Totti does decent to get rid of it, but still not rid of. And now it's gone out for a corner. Fucking hell, man. Wolves defending today. Gradually it's got better, and you're starting to see a little bit of improvement. But holy shit, man. Doyle and Huang are coming on. Not two substitutions I would have chosen, but I mean, in the formation that we're playing at the moment, who fucking knows who's going to do well? Because I don't even know what kind of game we're trying to even play at this rate. Totti does really well there. Get rid of it. Oh my God, it just keeps coming back. It's gone out for a goal kick to Wolves. Christ. What a peculiar game of football, man. It just seems so wild. Just seems like Wolves. I don't even know what game plan Wolves have today. I'll be honest. Like I love Gary O'Neill to death, but I have no idea what his game plan is today. Doyle's come on for João Gomez. Ryan Aït-Nouri's coming off for Huang. Wolves' best player so far. Fucking hell, I don't even know. I think they've all been pretty shit, to be honest.
12 Premier League goals.
I actually don't even know. This is going to be a nightmare to do player scores on, because I don't think any Wolves players played particularly well. Johnston looks awesome, by the way. The way he's playing the ball around, so much more confidence. Tell you what, Huang's due a goal. He's genuinely due a goal. I've read my crystal ball. It's happening. Here we go. Crystal ball has been activated, and it says Huang Hee-chan is going to score the next goal, and Morgan Gibbs-White's going to go off with 2 broken legs. Wishful thinking. No, I'd never wish that on my worst enemy. That's awful. It's just a bit. It's just a bit all hands on deck, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There's no fucking control whatsoever. All right, Bellegarde's in a good situation here, trying to get forward. Kind of runs out of space and room and ideas. Goes all the way back again. Dawson does well. Gives it to Doyle. They're switching sides like it's a fucking game of battleships. I don't know what's going on at the moment. Fucking Toti Gomez, as always. Fucking colliding forwards, as always. He's still up the pitch, by the way. Still up the pitch. Still up the pitch. Still up the pitch. I'll tell you when he's back. He's still up the pitch. He's still up the pitch. He's now just crossing the halfway line. That is Toti Gomez. The guy doesn't know whether he's coming or fucking going. Do you know what I mean? He's the most indecisive guy you've ever met in your entire life. Forest pressed us high there, and we've lost the ball. And
The double kick. Fortunately for him, plays back.
I'm not impressed with how Wolves have played today. I don't know. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that dressing room at half time, because if Gary O'Neill was fucking applauding his players at half time, then they're essentially doing what they've been told of. And if that's what they've been told to do, we might go down this season, because that is like something you learn as a kid. You know what I mean? Stay in your positions. I mean, I've got a nephew who plays football, and he if he's told to play in a position, he stays in his position. I get hybrid football, but what happens in hybrid football is your position changes. It doesn't just automatically become nothing, and you just have to assume that you're just going to adapt on the fly. You have to be on it with the player you're changing positions with. It doesn't seem like they are. Like Ait Nouri, when he was on the pitch, was playing the same role as Totti. Totti was playing the same role as Ait Nouri, and neither of them was switching. They were just doing the same thing. John Stone has just played an absolutely fantastic save. Morgan Gibbs-White, I'm not going to lie, I don't like the bloke, but he has an eye for a pass. Fantastic little chip up into Chris Wood, who again just towers over anyone. And John Stone has just proved why he's might be our new number one, because that is an unbelievable save. Forest corner's gone in, and it's gone out straight away. And Gibbs White has guys, what do you think of this second half so far? I feel like it's slightly the same as the first half. Do I want food? What are you thinking?
I don't mind.
What are you thinking?
Easy either.
You wanted Burger King yesterday.
Now I fancy Mackey's today.
Hey, I thought the Rockies. All right, first touch for Hwang Chan. Really positive, actually. Tries to come inside. Doyle would have hit, and it's deflected over. And I'm telling you, that might have been creeping in if it weren't for Murillo. Is this creeping in?
Usual.
I tell you what, that might be going top corner. And Murillo has deflected it, and it's a Wolves corner. But I tell you what, just give us a little bit more stability, Wolves. Come on. That's what we need to see. We need to see just a little bit more stability. Because at the moment, it could go anywhere. Cunha into the mixer. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was a good corner. Oh, three times Wolves had a bite of the cherry there. But I'll tell you what, each of those opportunities, Tommy Doyle does really well, gives it to Bellegarde. Bellegarde knocks it one, it's a deflection, comes out to Cunha. Cunha tries to catch the goalkeeper off guard, and to be fair, if he gets down on target, it's actually a goal. And he's not massively far away from a tight angle, to be fair. So we're into the 67th minute of this game, guys, and I've got to say, it's been one of those games that it's going to be really hard to defend. I'll be honest, a little bit like Wolves, to be honest, because I don't get what we were trying to do today. Like, we were trying to win the ball up high, we were trying to play through the wings, we were trying to play through the middle. Just seems a little. Oh my God, Nelson Semedo's gone down here, and it looks like he might have rolled his ankle.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
Oh Jesus! To some regard, I don't think that Semedo should have played today. So, like, Matt Dock should have played, and then Semedo should have come on. You know, because I just don't think that he's had enough games. Like, he's had one game in the under-21s. He's barely played in the pre-season. There's the one thing that this game needed today was control, and Wolves lost control very early on. Did get it back a little bit with a goal, but then completely gave it away again. Do you know what I mean? Like, and we're lucky that Forest haven't capitalised on any of our positional mistakes. Whatever you want, Bab, I'll have whatever. Nah, too expensive. Oh.
Now you're thinking popcorn.
Ooh.
I'll just accept that. I'm going to be back.
Wolves players are singing. Wolves fans are singing. That'd be awesome, though, wouldn't it? If Wolves players started singing. I'll take a point today. We managed to keep a point, but don't lose the game, for Christ's sake.
Steakhouse Angus.
Yeah, no sauce though. Chris Wood, nice effort, but saved again from John Stone in a good position. And I actually think John Stone's done. I think he's done fantastic today, other than letting that goal in at the start, which, to be fair, he really couldn't get to.
No mayo and no barbecue.
No. Ah, come on, lads, get some control. Get some control on the game, man.
necessarily expecting a really good start to this season. Just been
Oh shit, been caught out here, Smedo. His ball's got to go over the tops. Lamina's been on it far too long. Fuck me. How long did he want on the ball then? Managed to get rid of it though. Bang tries to get to an awkward pass. Strand Larsen's done well there to muscle one of the players out the way, but Forest defend really well again. And I'll tell you what, that has been the worst, the part that's hurt Wolves today. Is Forest have actually defended really, really well. When Wolves have huffed and puffed, in the end they cannot score a fucking goal. Hang on a minute, ref. What's going on here? There's always a feisty game in it, Forest and Wolves. Always been a feisty game. I'd probably make another sub, to be honest. Semedo's done fantastically well here, guys. Ball into Gibbs White, and he's literally clear on goal. Semedo gets literally just between the ball and the man and manages to go down and does a really, really good job. Semedo's gone down again, though. I think he needs to come off for Doc, and he is. Doc's coming on, and Guedes is coming on as well, which should be interesting. Imagine if Guedes gets the winner. Fucking hell. We need to make a song for Guedes if he does get the winner. Jesus.
Certainly the start of the expected to be on his way out again, has been reintegrated into the squad. There was still a possibility.
Gonzalo.
Sorry, Getchin. They've had almost 30 million for it. Yes. Going to play his part.
All right, Gonzalo. Let's have a look then, mate. He's got his shirt tucked in as well. Prime Bennett. Love that. I tell you what, this hit from Bellegarde is an absolute rocket, eh? Goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance. Great goal from Bellegarde. Great to see him score, to be fair. The redemption tour starts, says Cameron. Let's see it. Let's see it. I want to see it now.
Looks like
1,165 people watching right now, guys. Let's get some subscribes. Let's get some likes and all those awesome things that keep us going. And in the comments right now, let me know what you think of Wolves' performance today. And do you think it's improved from the first half? I think into some regard, I think we have improved slightly towards the end of this game. I do think that we needed Doyle a little bit quicker, if I'm honest. I feel like control was very important in today's game. Peter says, we always struggle against teams that are solid defenders. Just wish that that solid could be said for us. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, all teams seem to really support a flat back four and still manage to score goals. Wolves need to sort of have this weird sort of hybrid thing that allows us to switch back to a five. And I think that kind of hurt us today because it left players a little bit complex as to where we were going to go. All right, free kick to Wolves here. Tommy Doyle on the ball. Ball comes in. Dawson's gone over in a tumble. Wolves players complaining about a potential pen. They're thinking that it even could be a handball, but I doubt it could be. And if it is, the ref's having a mare, because if that's a handball, then the Strand Larsen one was a handball earlier as well. Let's have a look.
Ball set back.
Nah, he's not even looking at the ball, ref. Yeah, it's not a pen. And I'm glad it's not. Even from a Wolves perspective, I'm glad that's not a penalty. If it hits your hand and you can't fucking see the ball, how the hell are you supposed to know unless you've got some form of like, you know, telepathy, like, you know, some psychic powers? How the hell are you supposed to know?
Haven't you heard? You've got to dislocate your arms now. Got to pull them off.
This is coming from a Wolves fan's perspective. We've dealt with shit all season long. Gary O'Neill's got a yellow card. And to be honest, he's been a bit of a bellend there, I've got to be honest. Because that's not a penalty. He's got a screen in front of him. And you're telling me, Gary, you think that's a penalty? You need to have a fucking think, mate, because that's not a penalty. Yes, it comes off his hand, but he doesn't even know where the ball is. How the hell is he supposed to even... How the hell is he supposed to know? It happened to Strand Larson earlier. George says, come on, you Wolves. How you doing, George? You good? Oh, God. What a weird football match, man. It's been so hectic.
Football. Bill. Interested in it. Some.
No shit, ball over the top. Hudson-Odoi against Doherty. Doc does really well. Ball goes away. Guedes tries to get rid of it, can't. Lamina does really fantastic, but it comes back again. It's fucking pinball football. But eventually, it is back to Guedes. Guedes loses it, and it's not, and it is a foul. Okay. Didn't look like a foul to me. Honestly, this referee, for both sides, has been an absolute twat today. Like,
spending a bit of time with Mike Dean.
Honest to God, man, literally in the same school. You know what I mean? Sat next to him and copied his fucking homework by the looks of it. Cameron, you say that, but that literally happened to Strand Larson in the first half. It hit his arm, and he wasn't looking at it, and the ref didn't give it as a pen. So you can't give that to a penalty. You can't give a penalty for that. It's not a penalty. I'm sick of this. If it hits your arm, there's a penalty. So literally, what you want to do then is before you play a football match, go to have an operation to remove both arms, so that you can't run into any dodgy dealings with handballs. Just ridiculous. I'm sorry, you cannot be biased when you're a football fan. You can't. I know it's really easy to do so, but it's not a handball. Last season that would have been handball, and I would have been like going, we've got away with one there, because it doesn't work like that. If he's looking at the ball as it's coming and then it hits his arm and his arm's in an unnatural situation, then fair play. But if he's literally looking at what the Wolves player's doing in front of him.
Liverpool.
It's turning into a bit of a game of who's going to get the winner now, because it could be either team at this point. I feel like Forest have done the most and probably deserve all 3 points, to be honest. I feel like Wolves, especially in that first half, I just didn't have a game plan. I feel like Forest looked a little bit more composed and looked to hurt Wolves. And I really hope I'm wrong. Forest. Mario Lemina's injured himself really bad here, guys. This is bad. This is bad. Mario's off. Mario's really injured. Even Gibbs White, the absolute twat, is calling on for our medic staff. That's how bad this injury is. Mario Lemina's done fantastic to get rid of the ball, but he has put himself out here, and this might be a bad injury. This might be a bad injury because he has gone over in an absolute heap here, and this doesn't look good, guys. Sorry. This doesn't look good. He's in a lot of pain. Got his hands in his face. He's lying down, and the medic staff are all surrounding him. Yeah, this looks bad. This looks bad. This might be really bad. This might be really bad. Andre looks like he's coming on. New signing for Wolves. Don't even think he's had a training game yet.
Available. It also wants it to for the international break, but not in these circumstances. They're certainly not. Big ass to come into a game like this. Final 10 minutes. Wolves fans certainly worried about Mario Lemina. As I said, for such a huge part. I do feel like as the second half's gone on, the subs that Wolves have made, they just lost a little bit of that synchronicity that they had in the first half. They're all so well in tune. Well, this is an excellent sign that he's
got back up onto his feet, you know.
His foot was when it planted, might have caused quite a lot of shock because you can quite see it really buckle underneath him.
He's got back up onto his feet, and I tell you what, I give Gibbs White a little bit of props here because he was one of the people that was literally calling for our medic staff to come on.
Together between Chris Wood and Reno's intervention. Oh, yeah.
And Mario is actually walked off here.
You're okay.
Back on his feet, running. Oh, what a save! Getting rid of it! Oh, it's gone in, guys. It's gone in. Oh, it's flag's up. The flag is up. The flag is up. He might be offside. Guys, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this might go to VAR because this is going to be tight. Stays where he is. Stays where he is. Stays where he is. Yeah, he's way off. He's way offside. He's way offside. Yeah, he's offside. Great finish. Great finish from Chris Wood. Turned and strike. Really good finish, but it is offside. Fucking hell. I mean, that's the scare we needed, isn't it? That's the scare we needed. Because I tell you what, it's an absolute fucking great save at first from Johnstone. I have to show that. Because near post, there's a header that goes into Johnstone. And I'm telling you, mate, it is. All right, here we go. Mario Lemina. Oh, wait. Andre's coming on for Strand Larson. That's pushing Cunha further forward and then making Andre. I don't even know. Well, we're about to see what Andre is going to do anyway for a few minutes. I just want the point now. I just want the point now, guys, because I just this game has not been ours. And it feels a little bit like a smash and grab, I'll be honest. Because we've done fuck all since we scored. Like, we've had little moments in that, but Forest have looked the most threatening. They've looked better in possession. They've been way better defensively. So we get away with one if we get a point. To be honest, if we win this game, it's the biggest fucking robbery since. Go on. Well done, John Stone. See, he's done something there that Sarr never fucking did. Stuck his foot through it, and he's gone over the fucking halfway line. Go on, good turn. Good bit of defending from Forest again. Cunha's tried to hit it. It's gone straight over the bar. John Stone, man of the match. You know what? From Wolves' perspective, it's got to be in it, really. He's got to be our man of the match, really, because like no one's really done enough to deserve it. And John Stone's made some fantastic saves that's kept us in the game, which is just fantastic, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's definitely not what Sarr wanted to see, is it? But there we go.
The stick away. Picked it out by Lamina. Andre points Dawson.
Go on, Doc. Love that from Doc. Absolutely love that from Doc. 88 minutes. He's charging up the pitch. Wins the throw-in for Wolves. Oh shit! Really bad throw-in. Oh my God, Dawson! Oh, what a tackle from Dawson! 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Dawson comes along, sweeps it onto his body and gets rid of the ball. What a fucking tackle that is. Last ditch. If he gets that wrong, they're through. Just please fucking blow the whistle, for God's sake. Honestly, I'd just take a point now. I really would. Something to build on. Forest have played the ball really nicely today. Guedes on the ball. That's got to be a tap. That's got to be a foul, ref, and a yellow card, surely. I think the ref's slowly started to get control of the game, but he's took a sweet ass time. Jesus Christ. Don't say that, Bren. 10 minutes added on. Are you joking? Fucking is as well, innit? 10 minutes added on. That's shocking. I don't get where they've got 10 minutes from. Oh my God, they've brought on Jota Silva. Who do you think's going to score for them? A player called Jota Silva? Maybe. Either him or Morgan will score. I know how this works. I've been a Wolves fan for a very long time, and I know that's how it works. But I tell you what, Wolves have won it up high here. Huang's won a corner, I think. I don't know where he's pulled 10 minutes from. Because it's been a game of stop starts, I get it, but There's only been that one injury that's made that will sort of take more time. It's been pretty constant.
Comes the corner. Stretching.
Come on, Cunha. Fuck me. Get rid of the ball. Cunha takes sometimes. I love Cunha to pieces, but he takes a world to get rid of the ball sometimes. Right, throwing from Wolves. We're going to get a Doc long throw. Doc long throw by the looks of it. Doc long throw going in. Came off Yerson. Doyle tries to keep it alive. Doesn't really do a great job. Totti tries to get rid of it. Lemina, who's fucking literally looked injured, has just saved Wolves again. That guy, literally, I don't know what he does. He must have like some sort of like performance enhancing drug in his sock or some shit. Because he literally looks dead out the water, and all of a sudden, he looks like he could do another 90 minutes. Fucking go on, Mario. Love that. Dave, this is a play for the point performance if I've ever seen one. In the last few minutes, Wolves have looked slightly dangerous, but nothing creative to run home about. Cheers, mate. It's been an absolute shit show. If I'm honest, it's been an absolute shit show. There's no other sort of way to. Oh my god! Great block. Wolves hanging on for dear life here. Well done, Guedes. Good block, son. Fucking love that. Never seen him play like this before, Guedes. Proper loves Wolves now. Don't give a shit what you say. Never seen him like bust a gut like he's doing now defensively. He was always an arsehole for doing that. Yes, Kai. Get rid of it. It's gone back to Forest again. It keeps coming back. Great tackle by Dawson. It's going to come back in now. Tighty's done really fucking well. Let's try and prevent the corner. We can't. He's going out for a corner. Forest, Wolves have defended really, really well in this last portion of the game. Throwing bodies on the line like it's going out of fucking fashion. Do you know what I mean? But there's a lot of time left, and they scored from a corner from the first half. Can they do it now? Ball stays alive. Jota Silva, good ball in. Just cleared. I'll tell you what, this referee has been very to and fro. Very to and fro. Nah, it's not a foul. It's one of them. But both players run into one another, and that is a foul on Dawson. To be fair, but I'll be honest. Um, I'll be honest, guys. I don't genuinely think Wolves deserve this. Cunha couldn't quite find Guedes on the run. Doc does really well again. Johnston pulls it out far. Andre, lovely. Doyle, Lamina couldn't get to it. Forest win the ball. They want it a little bit more than us at the moment, by the looks of it. Sosa in field. Doyle wins it again. Proper end-to-end stuff, guys. Great game of football. The second half, it's turning out to be, but fuck me. An absolute nail biter. Definitely, I think the more and more the game's gone on, we probably deserve the draw just because of how well we've defended. But I still think that Forest have looked like they know what they're doing a lot more in this game. So if you're looking at the game, Dawson away. Doyle's trying to win it up forward. And Andre actually does manage to, but there's no one to aim at. Dock away. Doc's honestly, Doc has probably been in the 3 games we've played so far the most surprising player for me. Mario running forward, wins the foul. Gibbs White's fuming. Gibbs White gets a yellow. Actually, I think Gibbs White's been their best player. He's been fucking awesome, to be honest. I don't like Gibbs White at all, but he's been a cracking player for them today. Could be an important point this for Wolves. Got something to build on. If we can manage to keep it to 1-1. Just going past the 10-minute mark now of extra time. Ball gets cleared away, and it's 1-1. Wolves get a point, hard-fought point. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. To be fair, from DMB, that's a good way of looking at it. It is a hard win, hard-fought point. I think Wolves did really well to get back into the game after going behind. It could be a very important point for Wolves. That I always think that if you want to start putting points on the board, any point at the start of the season is very valuable. And I've got to say, a man of the match in that game, he's got to be Gibbs White. He was awesome. I don't like him as a person as such, but in terms of a player, he was so good today. He made their midfield tick like a fucking well worked machine. It's great. It was a decent game for people watching who aren't Wolves fans or Forest fans because it was frantic. Do you know what I mean? It could have gone basically anywhere. I think Wolves did well to defend in that final portion of the game.
It's the first board that continue their unbeaten run. I'd say it's a point game for both teams. Yeah, some reward for those travelling fans again, where both sides may feel what might have been, might have had more.
John Stone, though, my man of the match. Fantastic save for the free kick. Another really good save that no one's seen yet, which was literally near post off a corner. Great reaction save. And I think that overall was an encouraging performance in the second half as it grew. But in that first half, I saw a lot of frantic running, frantic positioning, not really knowing what's going on, and really not really maintaining any control. Doyle made a massive difference when he came on, and I've got to say, even though Andre was a small spell, I could kind of see what they were trying to do by bringing off Strand Larsen for him, because it made us a lot more solid in the middle. That was a good substitution, I think. I think sometimes we've been guilty of really trying to push too much, and I think playing for a point today. So possession-wise, 52 to 48, 16 to 11 on shots, 5 shots on target to our 3. They had a higher expected goal by just 0.90. Completed passes was very similar. Pass accuracy, 80 to 78. So it was a very even game when you look at the stats. But I've got to say, not a easy on the eye performance from Wolves, in my opinion. I don't really know what we were trying to do. The only time I got what we were trying to do was when we was defending for our lives at the end. I don't get what the game plan was before that, because it was either that Wolves just weren't doing what Gary O'Neill was saying, yeah, Morgan Gibbs-White had a stormer. Trust me, like that was a great performance by him. He should get the man of the match in terms of the whole game. But on the whole, I think that John Stone it just proved what Sarr doesn't give us, which is a little bit of calm on the ball. You know, hoofing it long when you can see that we're out of shape. And Sarr sometimes just he still tries to be clever and play stupid, naive passes that get us in worlds of trouble. And I just think that John Stone today, yeah, okay, it's a little bit unorthodox sometimes, to keep hoofing it far. You know what I mean? But I think when you're not in position, when you're not in any shape, you're not in any position. I think that's a good thing. That save from John Stone on that Gibbs-White free kick is fantastic. And then this other one here, another fantastic save, where it's a point blank header from Wood, and somehow John Stone's got a big arm and clawed it out. And even the thing that makes that second save so good is that he's not just saved it and, you know, hope for the best and where it's going to land. He's thought about, right, I'm going to save this ball and I'm going to hit it and out of harm's way. There's so many times that. Another thing as well, Johnston wasn't frantic at coming out and claiming the ball every 5 minutes. He relied on the defenders to do that a lot more. I just saw a lot in that performance from Johnstone that I haven't seen in Sarr for a while. Composure. No worries, Andy. Have a lovely wedding anniversary, son. How have you forgotten that? That's not on that, mate. You're going to get right in the doghouse. Defending was a lot better in the last 25 minutes. I agree completely. I think in the last 25 minutes we started to proper dig in, and you saw a really hard fought performance from Wolves. And we definitely playing for the point towards the end of the game for sure. And I do respect the fact that we did try, but I think Forest did really well today. I don't think that it should be go without saying that that's a point earned today and not 2 points dropped. Because the Wolves of old would have just carried on pushing and pushing and pushing and not dug in and tried to at least take a point from that game. And some games you've got to just go, right. You can see who's in the ascendancy. You can see who's got the more control on the game. Let's just stick out and go for the draw. And ultimately that's what Wolves did. And I admire him for doing that, because it takes courage to do that, to be fair. So a very important point for Wolves, buzzing for that. I'm going to be doing a match review, of course, as always. So look out for that. Thanks for bearing with some of the technical issues that we had today as well. That was awesome from you lot. That was awesome. But yeah, guys, until then, I'll see you on the match review. But until then, guys, try a bit.